Good morning friends, myself Naga S. Siramat. I am working as assistant professor in CSC department in MS Engineering College. The main objective of this video is I am going to explain what is XOR gate, what are the operation of XOR gate, what is the application of XOR gate. Then I am going to simulate XOR gate using Verilog program with the help of Xilinx software. Come, we'll see now what is XOR gate. The symbol of XOR gate for the two inputs, it has two variables I consider. A and B is the variable of inputs, and Y, the output Y, that is operation is A XOR B. So the main definition of this XOR gate is if odd number of inputs are high, the output is high. Odd number of inputs. Suppose you have 4 inputs. In that 4 inputs, the inputs are 1, 0, 1, 1. So here 3 numbers are odd number of ones. So odd number of ones are 3. So output will be high. If you see the truth table of XOR gate for 2 inputs, we have 2 inputs, total 4 combinations will get. If I give A is 0, B is 0. So output is 0. Why is 0? Here the definition of XOR gate, what it says, if odd number of inputs are high, the output is high, but there is no inputs are high, so obviously output is 0. So in the next combination 0, 1. So here odd number of inputs are high, so one of the input is high, that is odd number of ones 1, so output is high. Then in the second combination 1, 0. So A is 1, B is 0. Again here in the input side, odd number of inputs are high. So 1 is only one time, so odd number of ones, so output is high. In the last combination, A is 1, B is 1. So here even number of ones are high. But the definition of XOR gate says if odd number of inputs are high, the output is high. That is a XOR operation. So here no odd number of inputs are high, the output will be 0. So here you can see 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Please don't remember as 0, 1, 1, 0 is 1, 1. So please remember general definition of XOR gate is if odd number of inputs are high, the output is high. So that is the definition of XOR gate. I hope you understood about XOR. Now you can see the application of XOR gate. I consider here staircase. The person entering from one floor to another floor and he want to switch on the light. The switch button is available. He will switch on the switch, so the light will be on, and he will go through the staircase and he will reach to the next floor and he want to turn off. So he will switch, another switch is available in the next floor. He will switch off the light. So the main logic behind in this is that is XOR gate operation. The person is entering from the earlier floor. Here the switch is on, that is 1 he made, and once he entered to the upper floor, so he made it as switch off, that is 0. So 1, 0, odd number of inputs are high, the XOR gate operation will be takes place. This is two-way switch operations. The same way we can use in the bedroom also. The person enter to the bedroom, he will switch on. Once he is left on the bed and he want to turn off the light, no need to go for the near door, just he can, whatever switch is available in the bed, near bedroom bed, he can turn off it. So that is an XOR operation. 1, 0, that is 1 output. So that is the main application of XOR gate. Now we will see what is the Verilog program for XOR gate. Module, the module name I consider as XOR gate. The main constraints A, B and Y. So A, B are the inputs, Y is the output. Now I have to represent which are the inputs and output. Input A comma B semicolon, then outputs are Y. The main logic here is that is XOR operation. If odd number of inputs are high, the output is high. So I'll assign Y equals to in the bracket A char B. So here char is the logic operator for XOR operation, A cap B, so terminated with semicolon. Then I want to end the module, end module. So this is a simple program, Verilog program for the XOR gate. Now we can simulate this program in the simulator, that is Xilinx software. So just I will double click on this. So press OK. Now you have to create the file name, file project, file, go to file, new project, select new project, give the name of the project. I'll give XRGate. So XRGate. The path I given where you want to save C colon C drive under Xilinx folder. I saved XRGate. So press next, finish. So now you have to go for project. Under project, select the new source. Under new source, you have to select the Verilog module. So here you have to give the Verilog module file name. I will give XRGate. Here I given the file name XRGate. Press next, finish. So once we finish the project new source, so here the general syntax of the Verilog program will be generated. So here just general syntax. Here in this you have to write the main logic of the program. So as I explained the logic of the program, just I will copy the logic of the program. I'll paste, and here in the constraints a comma b comma y. So now I wrote the code. So just save it. You have the save button here. Save it. After saving, go for under implementation. Select your file name XRGate. Check for the syntax. So go under synthesize. Here under synthesize you have the check syntax. So this check syntax will check for the syntax of the code. You written module spelling correct or not, input, output, assign, and also the lines terminated by semicolon or not. These things it will checks. It won't check for the logic. It check for the only syntax of the program. Okay. Once it is everything is correct, you will get the right mark here. Otherwise, you will get the cross mark. And if you want to check the errors, you just click on this errors. It will display here. With respect to that, you can eliminate the errors. So if you want to see the schematic representation, just double click on view article schematic. So it gives with respect to your inputs and output constraints, it generates the schematic representation. So select starts with schematic and press OK. So here you can with respect to XRGate see I given AB inputs and Y outputs. Whatever constraints you represented in the input and output, with respect to that general schematic will be represented. So if you double click on this, you will get the inside look of XOR operation. See here we have two inputs A and B. The XOR, instead of XOR gate, it is represented general square box with the XOR name, and result is Y. Okay. So now you want to simulate, just select the simulation, select your file name, go under iSim simulator, double click on behavioral check syntax. So under Verilog program I am going for behavioral check syntax, then double click on simulate behavioral model. So now you will get the waveform window where you can give the input combinations to see the output waveform. So here we have the variables of constraints A, B and Y. So I'll give the values. A value, right click, force constant, A value with respect to table 0, and I will give the time period 2 picosecond, apply, OK. Then B value I will give 0, 0 and 2 picosecond, apply, OK. So just run it. See here in the first result A is 0, B is 0, output is 0, because odd number of inputs are not high, so all are low only, so output is low. So the next combination A I will give 0, A is 0, I will give the time period to elapse 2 picosecond, okay. Then B value I will give 1 now, So output is, sorry, time period 2 picosecond, apply, okay, then press run button. Now you can see here A is 0, B is 1. So odd number of inputs are high. One number, that is 1 is high, odd numbers. So output is high. So that is the XOR gate definition. So now we'll see another combination. Now I'll give A is 1 and time period F cells 2, okay, and B value, right click, force constant. Now I'll give B value is 0 because A value I given 1 and 2, apply, okay. Now you can run the switch. So you can see the A is 1, B is 0, your output is 1 because odd number of inputs are high, the output is high. The last combination, force constant, A is 1, time period I'll give 2, apply, okay, and B value, force constant, B also 1 and time period 2, apply, okay. So here you can expect output is low because we have even number of ones. So you can see here, A is also 1, B is also 1. Our XOR definition is if odd number of inputs are high, but here even number of inputs are high, the output is low. So see here 1 1 0, here 1 0 1, here 0 1 1, here 0 0 0. Is it clear? So please remember XOR gate definition, if odd number of inputs are high, the output is high. If you want, you can give input constraints more than 2 inputs and you can check for the output. If number of inputs, whatever you given, odd number of inputs are high, the output will be high. Okay. So like that you can remember the general definition. It helps for the your any competitive examinations. Thank you for watching this video. Please like it, share it, and also inform to your friends. Thank you very much.